Hey, what is up everyone? This is Radioactive SNG continuing this playthrough of Super Mario World for the SNES. And the last episode we got all the exits, worlds 1 through 7, and also the exits in Star Road. So we have every single exit thus far. We almost have all 96 of the exits in this game. And yeah, we'll be moving on into the final world, the most difficult world. And you might see me take a death here, you might not, we'll see. Alright, but this world right here is the Special World. So yeah, this is Special World, or I think this version of the game calls it Special Zone, so that's interesting. But yeah, this on SNES I think it's like Special Zone, and then on GBA it's Special World. Like there's always those weird translations that they end up fixing or something, I don't know. Anyway, one cool thing to mention about this world is that every single stage has like a really, I guess, dated name. Like, as you see, this one's Gnarly. Like, probably back then, this was probably like a cool thing. It's like, oh, cool, this is Gnarly. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I think there's even a stage called Awesome. But basically, like, I think it's really cool because, like, if you modernize these stages, you'd have stages like Dope, you'd have stages like Lit, just all kind of like stages like that. Like, I think of it like SA2, like Sonic Adventure 2, how you have like Tight and like stuff like that. I don't know. I think that's really cool though. But yeah, we'll be going into Special World, Special Zone. Really difficult world right here. Again, I could take a death or two. We'll see what happens. But let's get this started. This is Gnarly. Alright, so there is one thing to hang on, let's hit this real quick. Amazing! Few have made it this far. Beyond lies the Special Zone. Complete it, and you can explore a strange new world. Good luck! Alright, but yeah, it is mentioned in something that when we finish this world, you'll get to see. But yeah, this world right here is really weird. It's really unorthodox, I guess you could say. Like, just when you think you figure out Super Mario World and like its aesthetic and what it's going for, it becomes like a different ball game. Like, this world is something else. Just, it takes everything you know about the game thus far and flips it on you. So, gotta be careful around here. Alright, but yeah, what I'm gonna do here, actually there's like two different things you can do here, but actually let's hit this. I wanna hit these. Basically one way, like something you want to, okay, sure. Something that you want to know how to do at this point is carry items while you're on the vine. So it's really easy. You just kick it up in the air and then catch it. Hold the B button while you're climbing. And then that is that. I kind of want to keep this B switch though, because if I remember correctly, we need this for like a secret path to finish this stage. But yeah, there we go. There's extra life up here, and that is that. So let's hit this right here, and yeah, it takes you to a different pipe right here. The other pipe, yeah, let's grab that right there. Got extra life. And I think 3 more lives? Yeah, okay. And if you just take the bottom path, you keep falling, then you'll come out this pipe right here. Now, something else I do want to also mention, I don't think I've gotten to mention, is double grabbing. So that's something we haven't really talked about. Is if you put 2 items really close to each other, it's kind of hard to do on first try. But you put them really close to each other, it's actually really stupid. Like, I don't know how I can do it sometimes really well, and then other times I can't. But this is two P switches right here. You can double grab stuff like that. It's really cool. Really weird exploit. They took it out of like the GBA version, which again, that like coming back to this game after all these years, I don't really care as much for the GBA version just because they changed like what makes the SNES version so interesting. Like, I find the little exploits and stuff like that what makes the game, you know, like double grabbing and stuff. This game really feels free. Like, Super Mario World just feels like a really unrestricted game as for what it is. And, like, coming over from Mario 3, the trilogy, and the trilogy, Lost Levels, you know, really restricted feeling series. And then this game just feels so unrestricted. Like, and then even after this, it goes back to feeling really restricted. I don't know. This game, that's why I really like this game compared to, like, the rest of the series. I don't know. Alright, but anyway, this is gonna be easily, I think, the most difficult stage in the game. Either this one or another stage later on this world. This one is tabular, whatever. I don't know. Alright, but this world right here can be a pain in the butt just because you mess up once you die. It's actually pretty difficult. I recommend getting a blue Yoshi for this stage because I think there are some Koopas that you can use to fly through the rest of it. But that's like the handicap. We're gonna do this the way that Nintendo wants us to, you know? We're gonna do this hopefully on the first try. I can't promise anything. This stage is actually like really difficult. And there's the Koopas that I was mentioning, you know? And we're dead. Yeah, I expected to die, you know? I expected to die. You mess up once, you're dead. It's not even like skill, you know? Like, actually it is skill, but it's also like not fair. It's trial and error. Alright, we're back, and we just grabbed the third, what is it, P-Balloon. And we're pretty much done with this stage. Like, we just had to grab that third one. Actually gave me a lot of problems trying to grab. Because the whole, what is it, football thing, like, is really weird. It's like, it doesn't always pick up, it's like you being on top of it. Like, you can be on top of it and it'll do that. You'll, take a hit and die, you know? This stage can be a trial and error stage. You die, you get hit once, you're dead. So it's like, it's not really that fair. I feel like it should be at the end of this world, like the last stage. That's how difficult it is to me. Anyway, we're moving on into way cool. Alright, there is a preferred way I'd recommend to do this stage, and that is to not hit that switch right there. That's like a trick to me. Alright, but you wait on the first two. Don't touch those unless you're going for Alright, quick little edit. I was having controller problems and I died again off of the controller. Alright, but anyway, what you want to do is skip those first two on switches. Hit this one right here. Hit that one. And you'll go straight up into a pipe. This is the route I recommend. There's like a bunch of different combinations you can get to take different paths. You don't want to. What I really recommend is, like, you don't have to take this path. I just take this because there's a Yoshi. But don't ever like, if you see off switches, you could take one off switch. But if you take two, you're probably just gonna end up in a pit. So don't let two off switches go, or you will die more than likely. All right, but here we go. This is the easy way out. I recommend just getting the Yoshi and taking this way. Mainly because you get to skip the rest of the stage, and the stage is pretty easy whether you do it or not, so whether you do that or not. Alright, but here we go into awesome. I actually really like this stage, but I hate that I'm going to be going into it small. This stage can be kind of difficult in that regard. Alright, but here we go. An ice physics stage. We haven't seen one of these in a while, so I really don't have a problem with the ice physics in this game too much. Again, I really like the way this game controls compared to other Mario games or just games in general. So I don't really have issues with that. Alright, finally a power-up. We got, I guess the whole gimmick behind the stage is just the different color Koopas and stuff and just shells everywhere. But that's more or less that. Like, I think on this stage and like one other stage, you get to see a rare enemy, a unique enemy, and that is the yellow paratrooper right there. It's really awesome. Alright, we're back, and what I want to do right here, since last time I kind of screwed it up, is bring this P-switch a little bit closer so that we can get up here and grab this star. So that's what I want to do right there. Grab ourselves a flower power right there, fire flower. And that is that. Alright, so this part can be actually pretty difficult, mainly because of precise precision, like platforming, and also just, I guess, ice physics. But, yeah, you want to wait right here, actually. Just because of the Koopa right there. If you kill it with your star, then you're not getting across there. So you want to wait a little bit. And that is that for that stage. Alright, not bad. We're doing pretty well. Again, I knew that Special World would probably be a little bit challenging. It's been a while since I've played any of those these stages, so yeah. Alright, but anyway, do that. It brings us up here to Groovy. Now, something really interesting about Groovy is that you will see. as soon as you start. Yes, it is the title screen stage right here. This is the title screen stage, so yeah. I don't know, like I don't really have much to say about it, but it's really cool that you get to do the title stage. Like you would think that they just keep that, like, I don't know, keep it as like one of the test stages. This game has a lot of test stages that that we probably won't ever get to play. But I don't know. Anyway, what you want to do on this stage here is grab a star off of the roulette block and just get as many lives as you can. Like I already maxed out, but that's what you want to do on the stage. Alright. Alright. Also, I recommend trying to keep your Yoshi for this stage just because of this part. This stage will be a nightmare if you don't have a Yoshi. Because again, Yoshi gives you multiple hits. And that is that. You can trick these guys into jumping a little early. And really easy stage. We're doing pretty well. And I'm actually really happy. We're really close to getting, what is that, like 8-digit score? Like that was something I really wanted to do. Especially with 2 characters. Alright, but anyway, we'll be moving on into Mondo. Yeah, I haven't really heard this term in a long time, but Mondo. Alright, Mondo Burger, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so here we go, we're getting into 7 digits of score. Really happy about that, I don't know why. Alright, but the whole gimmick of this stage is pretty much rising water and I guess water going down and stuff like that, I don't know. And mainly, like these Cheeps when they're in the water are invincible unless you have like this, you can kill them. But more or less, like when they're out of water, then they just kind of flop there and then you can kick them and do whatever. But if you don't, like if you can't hit them with your cape, then they're pretty much invincible. Thus, you have to kind of play carefully when the water is kind of rising and stuff. So that is the gimmick with this stage. Really? I want that Yoshi. Get over here. Alright. One cool thing is like almost every single stage will have a Yoshi in it. Almost everyone. I think like there's 8 stages. I want to say that there are like maybe 6 out of the 5 or 5 out of the 8 or 6 out of the 8. But yeah. I don't know why I find that interesting. There's just Yoshis in these worlds like there's no one's business. Alright, get back. Alright, there we go. Just kind of skip all this stuff up here. Got some sprite lag. Again, like everything about Special World, there's just ridiculous amounts of stuff. And it's just unorthodox. So there's going to be a lot of sprite lag in these stages. You're just going to be going through stages that are overfilled with all kind of stuff. And I guess Nintendo really didn't care at that point. Like, they just kind of wanted to give you the most difficult experience. Alright, but here we are going into the other hardest stage of the game. This is outrageous. I recommend having a Yoshi for this stage, but it isn't impossible to do without a Yoshi. It's just highly recommended. Come on, boy. Get my mouth. Again, like, you see these fire dudes that they're kind of hard to see when they're jumping around like that. So just having a Yoshi, you can eat them, not even have to deal with that. Yeah, and the bullet bills actually give you the most challenge here. And something really interesting just happened there. I don't know if y'all saw, but I lost my power-up, and like I was on my Yoshi, but I still lost my power-up, like for some reason. That's not supposed to happen. Alright, get back here. Come on, Yoshi, please. Oh my god, dude, this stage is ridiculous. Alright. We're gonna do a little pit stop, spit out our stuff right there. Just because Yoshi will, he will swallow it if you don't, like, stop. But this stage is ridiculous. Like, you just seen how ridiculous this stage can be. There's so much stuff going on in this stage right here. And I was gonna try and do the preferred way, but you know what? I'm about to actually just skip all this crap right here. I don't even care. Alright, let's get going. Skip a little portion of that right there. You do want to keep one of these, though, if you're going to fly across half of this stuff. Oh my god, sprite lag. Again, these stages you'll be seeing sprite lag a lot here. And just like that, we skipped probably the hardest area of the stage. And I don't know, like, it's either between this or Tubular, that, like, most difficult stage. Again, this stage is a lot harder when you don't have a Yoshi, so. They give you a Yoshi, like, I think halfway in the stage. Like, right here, yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna have a field day with this stage. You're gonna be having some problems. Alright, die. Alright, there we go. Alright, you want to be careful right here. Like, I think we're really close to the end of the stage, but there's also, like, random pits. There's that, where these guys could hit you. Man, bullet bills are actually really annoying on this stage. Like, they're never a problem, except, like, on this stage in this game. Like, I can play any other Mario game, and they're not a problem. Like, bullet bills are actually fast in this game. Bullet bills are known to be slow bullets. Like, that's their whole gimmick. But in this game, they're just, like, flying. Like, they're just ridiculous. Alright, but anyway, hardest stage of the game, I'd say, is done. We're moving on into Funky. Really cool stage right here, just because of the background. I love this nighttime, I guess, Donut Plains kind of esque thing going on. And also, we have some green berries. So yeah, we seen this on the little intro screen. Like, when they welcome Mario to the island. You're like, man, what's up with those green berries? Like, I want to try that. I don't know. And then you actually get to try them. It's like, that's cool. Yeah, but getting one of those green berries will give you 20 seconds of time. As you can see, our time is really low on this stage. Grabbing these, like the whole gimmick, they want you to grab these. So, do that. Alright, let's see if we can jump over that. Come on. Alright, there we go. Let's kill this guy. Alright, also, something you want to do here is get this out of the way first. Alright. Let me let this dude do his thing. This sumo bro. And then you hit him. Knock him off. And then, in this corner right here, is a star. So yeah, now we get to book it. Let's get going. Die. Okay, if you see these charging chucks right here just standing, try not to step on them. That's why I grabbed this star, so I can just run them over. Because if you do step on them, then it will call like the Super Koopas to come in and swarm on you. And Super Koopas are savage, man. They don't play. Like, you're gonna see like 10 of these things on screen at a time just going in on you. So I want to say there's one more, but if there is, alright, there we go. Oh, you want some hands, boy? Alright. Die. Alright, and just like that, we are done. You are a super... Yeah, you already know what this says. You probably, like, y'all played this game. You are a super player. Yay! Woo! And that is it. We have all 96 exits of this game done. We're done with this game. All we have left to do is Bowser's Castle. And I'll be doing that in a different video. But Bowser's Castle actually doesn't, fun fact, does not count as its own exit. Like, we're done. And when you finish these stages, you get a different world. You have an autumn world. Like, the whole gimmick is that we're in an autumn world now. Once you go through that star, it changes. So make sure before you decide to do that, before you hit that star road, whether you want to keep this kind of background or not. Because also something else that changes. I want to say this stage has what I want to talk about. Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay. Like, it does change once you go through this thing. Like, there's some changes. We'll talk about it more in a different video. But one little thing is that the enemies change. Like, as you can see, we have Mario heads now instead of Koopa shells. So I don't know. Like, I feel like there's kind of like a remorse to this because Mario heads are ugly. I prefer the Koopa shells. So like, I don't know. Like, you might want to decide before you go and hit that before you hit that star road. Like, because it's gonna stay like that forever. Just make sure before you do that whether you want this kind of look or not. Well, anyway, that does it for this episode. We have all 96 exits of this game done. And yeah, let's actually reset really quickly. Alright, we're gonna reset really quickly so that we can see the title screen now. Now that we have all 96 exits, yes, we have all 96. We have a star next to it. I think in Europe, it turns blue. Like, it'll say, like, you see this one right here with the 98, the 88 on it? It'll stay like that, but it turns blue. And then I think in Japan, I forget what Japan does. Like, I think it does something else. But Europe, it turns blue. And here, like in America, it has a star next to it. It just shows that we have all the exits in the game. We're done. And, yeah, that's pretty much that. Again, going through this star right here does permanently change the game forever on that save file. So make sure that you decide that you want this kind of look forever on this file. Yeah. Anyway, that does it for this episode. Next time we will be going into the final battle with Bowser. So we'll be going into Valley of Bowser, facing off with the big man himself and taking the princess back. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. And yeah, until then, peace out. Y'all have a good night.